Hello guys, I'm EM Official TV with Eminix Media. Today I'm with Nosh Concept, the CEO and the founder. So Oga Nosh, can you briefly explain yourself? Who are you to our audience?
Okay, actually, I'm by name Nodesi Shaulu. I think that's where the Nosh is gotten from.
Wow.
Nosh for the names. That's how Nosh is gotten from. And it has been been the founder of Nosh Photo Concept. We started as Elite. That's why you see a lot of people call me Elite. But when we wanted to register the name with CAC, they said the name Elite is not available. So we decided to use Nosh Photo Concept, which was the only choices we have, and one of the choices we have, and we decided to go by it.
Okay, that is great. So I want to explain what inspired you to become a photographer.
Okay, actually, from childhood, I'm someone that love computers. So we even have issues with my parents. Anytime I go about computers, they don't like it. So I'm into software design and photography. Wow. But as time goes on, I was learning about photography editing online. I will snap pictures with my phone, come to YouTube, watch how they edit it on Photoshop, download Photoshop and try editing it. But as time goes on, as a normal human being, what you're doing, you need money to sustain you.
Since
it's my mission, and I said, okay, why not? Since I'm watching this things online, why not let me go and learn about this and maybe come up with the skills? Since there's no photo studio in Mararaba, which is M-Town as we usually call it.
Okay.
That's when I went down to Kari, made my boss principal of photography.
Wow.
And it took me roughly 6 months plus to learn photography and able to come up and start Nosh Photo Concepts.
So you want to tell me that in just 6 months you learn all those things?
Yeah. From the fact that I already know how to use a computer.
Okay.
I was good in computer before that. I was already building softwares for Android. I have publications that the account is later took down by Google because I was inactive. So within 6 months, I went there to learn just photography because I already have the knowledge of
how to edit
photography, a basic knowledge on photography, also the basic knowledge on how to use a computer. Right. So I learned a professional editing from principal photography.
Wow, I would like to be a photographer like you, seriously. So what are the plans for your business for now?
Actually, if I will be sincere to you, the only plan I have for my business in one word is growth. Because when we started, all I started with was 4 plain backgrounds, which is black, pink, and blue, then brown. Then also I go up with later on do outdoor photography. As time goes on, I start buying equipment. I started with only 2 TT flash and 1 umbrella. And all I've tried to put in is growth. I put back almost everything I make from the business back into the business, so that the business will keep growing. And gradually, some of my friends are saying that I'm not an entrepreneur, I'm not just a photographer, because I've put in money in so many aspects, like into buying and selling of bags and storage. I've also taken over the light hub currently, and we are making so much renovations there, hoping that we meet the standards of a proper business better than it was. Also, even in Nosh Photo Concept, you can see that we upgrade a lot of things.
Seriously.
From how much lighting we have, the equipments we have, the office space, the backgrounds we have. I can tell you that technically the background we have, texture, we have roughly 7 to 12 backgrounds.
Wow, congratulations, good.
So if it is about what my plan is for Nosh Photo Concept, I can tell you a limitless growth. I want it to grow as much as possible. I've worked in a Nosh Photo Concept. There was a time we had up to 3 staffs. 3 staffs
here working with
me. Sometimes we have up to 5, including myself, 6. We are all doing well, but due to one reason or the other, some of them are no longer working with us. And currently we are just 3 staffs here. And as for external bodies, we work with so many people as much as possible. Roughly 7 makeup artists that we used to invite over to make up anytime we need makeups done. And as for graphics designers, we make payments to whosoever is available to help us do design. We're even looking for roles for more staff to work with us, because growth is our greatest goal. We just don't want to remain stagnant. We want to grow as much as possible and as fast as possible. So that's why a friend of mine said that anytime he comes into my shop, this is something new. And that's with anybody that frequently come to Nosh Photo Concept. Every time you come here, you see us doing something new. Thank you about that.
Oga Nosh, in any business, that would be risk taking. So how did you take your own risks?
Like actually in photography, I like using the words actually because I'm being very sincere when I speak. In photography, we have so many risks. Like there was a time my camera was stolen. So we try as much as possible to keep a backup reserve. We reserve a certain amount for risk. When you go out of funds, like when the camera was stolen, if I didn't have a backup funds, I will have been out of business. So I have a backup fund that no matter how much investment I do, no matter what I'm taking, I'm sure that backup funds will be able to meet up with my immediate needs anytime there's risk.
That's great.
Like failing of gadgets. That's why it's most of my gadgets we have them in double. Like the umbrellas I use currently, I have a spare umbrella at home, and the flashes I use, I have a spare. Though they are not big gadgets, but the little ones I can afford, I try to make sure that they have a backup plan, so that when needs arise, I will not be lacking. The camera we're using here is Nikon product, and we have it in 2. We have 2 of the cameras. For battery, I have up to 4. So presently, I have 4 camera batteries and 2 cameras. Then I have a camera bag, I have outdoor bags. As for stands, I have like 7 to 8 stands, so that it doesn't fail me. Even when I'm going for outdoor, if you come to this shop, you still get the same services here you get even while I'm outdoor, because the equipment warrants me to go out. While I'm away, my boys can still snap while they're in the shop. So the best way to tackle my risk is prepare for it. We didn't pray for it, we don't expect it. But like Jose said in one of his songs, Forever Young, he said, we hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. Right. So I think that's always what we do. We prepare for the worst so that it doesn't take us off guard.
That is good. You know, as a businessman, how did you associate with your own customers?
This is a very punching question. Because how to associate with a customer is something that is diverse. We are in a world where everybody have different backgrounds. We have different financial status. We have different understanding. So you will be today in the shop, someone will walk in and expect you to give him the same service you give out for 50,000 naira at the rate of 25,000 naira. So even if you cannot give out at that price, we try as much as possible to politely let the person understand that we cannot give that out. Or we tell the person the differences in the standard he wants. So that if you're getting the standard you're getting, you should know that it's for how much you're paying. Then also, we try as much as possible not to get people offended and keep to our promises within our possible best. We try as much as possible to keep our customer, but one way or the other, we're also customers in other people's business.
That is it.
So the same challenges we face when we go out in other people's business, we try as much as possible, we avoid them when people come to our business, so that we will not only be doing the same thing all around.
That is it. Seriously. I like how you are talking to me, like, so, because the audience, like my audience, will understand you. Okay, what is your advice to the photographers, upcoming ones that are watching you right now?
Actually, if I will be sincere, upcoming photographers, the only thing you have to do is, first, you have to be persistent. You just be persistent on what you actually want. You don't sit back, fold your hand, and expect things to work out. Then, secondly, you don't wait to have every equipment. Up to today, I don't have up to half the equipment I desire or wants to use. But as God could have it, I'm producing the best I can produce with the tools I have. You don't wait till you buy the most expensive camera before you give out the best pictures you can give out. You don't wait until you have the best lighting, or you don't wait until you have the best, the most beautiful makeup artist before you produce the qualities you can. There are times where our makeup artists are bad. We correct them during editing. There are times whereby the makeup artists are very great, so it reduces our stress during editing. And there are tools we use and effects we get when snapping that we have to go and create them during editing, because you don't have tools to produce that. So if you are waiting to buy such tools before you can produce the best, definitely there will be nothing you can produce. And if you're not persistent, even when you have the tools, there will be no effort to do it. Then thirdly, which is one of the greatest advice I can give you out there, don't stop learning. My boss looked at my pictures, let me say 3 days back, he was pointing out on an error from my pictures, which I believe a lot of people will not see. But him being a professional in the same field I am, he pointed out on an error. That triggered me. I sent him like 15 of my pictures that have been delivered. 15 edited pictures, I sent them to him. He checked them all through. He told me that these pictures are okay, but the mistake is just what he pointed out, which is not professional for me to tell you. But if you're interested in learning more about that, maybe we can have a one-on-one chat, because this is a public space.
So
if you're a photographer and you want to know maybe what my boss went out on my pictures,
the photographer is seeing like you and he doesn't know that he's making a mistake.
You can bring your pictures. I can also tell you, okay, these are things I have learned and these are the corrections you can make, because there's something we will never deny in art. Because I was telling someone, to a photographer that was asking me a question some days back, yesterday, I was telling that photography is an art. There's no guide law on this is what you must do. As long as photography is concerned, you, the photographer, you are an artist.
That's it.
If you're okay with the products you're giving, it's okay. You will definitely find people that have the same mentality and perception like you that will like that very output you give out. So if photography is an art, the best thing you can do is that do what you feel is a standard to you, and that will be fine. And don't forget, I'll be willing to take up a photography tutorial if you're interested. You can come around. I'll give you guides on how to do it, but nothing good comes for free. If you get it for free, definitely it means you will not cherish it.
That is it.
So if you are interested, or if you know anybody who is interested, he can come for photography.
Even I would like to be a student, like serious.
No problem, because we discuss that in the free space on a one-on-one space.
Okay, no
the
problem.
prices for that will be negotiated based on how much experience you already have and how much time you have and what you're willing to learn. But the truth is that learning never stops. Even as we speak, there are things I learned yesterday night while I was on Instagram. I use Instagram very well. I use YouTube very well. The internet is your best friend.
Yes.
The place you can ask your first questions, and maybe when you don't have understanding, you will have a basic on what to build on and experiment on that. Thank you.
So, sir, Nosh, there's a product that I came in here with it that is called Grace Chin Chin. So I want to give it to you, so for you to test it out. Like serious.
Let me see. Which of the Grace? Okay, the Grace, the sister to Eminix.
Yes,
Eminix. Wow. Grace is a very wonderful woman.
She's in the business.
Okay. Anything that comes from Grace will definitely be nice. But let me not speak before.
Yes, you have to test it out.
Let me test it. But I trust Grace.
Okay.
Let's be sincere. Let's be very serious. Jokes apart. I can say that I can testify this is one of the best things I've tested so far.
Wow.
It's soft and not hard. There's this challenge I faced when eating chin chin. That's why I mostly don't buy chin chin, because it used to be very hard.
Sorry, sir.
You have to kind of use energy to chew a chin chin. That's labor for me. But this one is very soft, so I don't think
you like to take it again.
And how much did you say it is sold?
Okay, you say
a bag like this.
Some of 3,000 naira.
3,000 naira for this. Yes. This is cheap now. I think it's a bonanza rate. I'll be buying 10. Okay, you go tell me that. Can you give me a number?
Yes, I can help you with your number. I'll say it through your WhatsApp.
No. Give me the number. I cannot wait for you.
Okay.
Okay, now I'll be placing an order for Grace Chin Chin.
Okay, no problem.
So if you're watching and you're interested, don't miss out on this chin chin. It's very, very interesting. I bet that you will never buy chin chin elsewhere when you have a taste of this.
Actually, okay, sir. As you said earlier, I heard that you have taken over Delight Hub.
Yes, actually.
Okay.
So in Delight Hub, actually, the business was a friend of mine, so he became engaged and will be going out of town. Will hardly return here to monitor the business, so he sold it out to me. So in Delight Hub, we tried to make some renovations and went into products even more than he was doing before. Because initially he was selling ice cream, fruit salad, meat pie, fish roll, shawarma, burger, and the rest of them.
Yes.
But currently we're including swallow, which you get akpu, you get semon, and also corn swallow, which is 2 months around the house.
Yes.
We are located along
Total Filling Station.
We are located in Total Filling Station beside Trailer Park along Takum Road, Mararaba. We always come here. We will be on continuous services. We can also display our WhatsApp contact so that you can chat us up and inquire about what you really want. We make it available before you arrive, so that the delivery can also be made to your location as early as you want it, even if it means you'll not be opportunity to come.
Okay.
And I will be glad if you come around too.
Come I'll be there by the grace of even this December. I will just spend my time there.
No problem. I'll be very grateful, sir.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks for meeting me.